don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But okay, so I'm going to make this quick. Not too quick because I want you to get the information right. So again, my name is T.Veronique. Thank you so much for joining me. As I mentioned, this is my first Instagram Live, and as you can see, I have been having technical difficulties, but we figure it out. And that's what we do as entrepreneurs. We keep it moving. We're going to figure it out. We stay grace under fire, and hey, we make it happen. So thank you so much for helping me out, Stephanie. I appreciate it. That's what friends are for. So again, my name is T.Veronique. I am the CEO and business strategy coach for T.Veronique Consulting. And so what we do is we help early stage entrepreneurs and nonprofit founders get funding ready by helping them develop the fundamental elements of a business. And so I am excited about that. I've been in business about 2 years now. And I want to share a little bit about my background and why I decided to go specifically into this type of consulting, where I am focusing specifically on early stage entrepreneurs and nonprofit founders, because those are the two groups that when we, and I'll say we, when we get excited about starting our business or have an idea to start a nonprofit, and all of that excitement, we skip right over the fundamental elements. We go straight to doing what it takes, the paperwork, to start the nonprofit, to start the LLC, and we jump over all of those fundamentals, which meaning develop your program, develop your value proposition, identifying your budget, building your business plan, a strategic plan, all of those things. We skip right past those things, and we want to start selling our product, or we want to start producing our programs out in the community. So I am here to help the nonprofit founder, the early stage entrepreneur, dial it back just a bit and develop those fundamentals, because that is where you're now going to be able to be in a good position to be grant ready, because it is more challenging to win grants when you are unable to answer the questions about how specifically does your program impact your community, what are your demographics, what is the impact that you're making, what is your budget. All of those things have to be determined, and it makes it more challenging to write grants, to go after grants when you don't have that information. And then for the entrepreneur, it makes it difficult when you haven't identified your value proposition. What is the pain that you are addressing of the particular demographic that you want to service, that you want to buy your product, to buy your services? What pain are you helping them with? So it's not just about the benefits that your program or that your services offer, but what is the transformational experience that the client is going to receive? How is their life going to be better now that they have used your product, used your service? So I hope the entrepreneur and the nonprofit founders develop those things. So I do a post on Mondays. It's called Monday Morning Hacks, and the post for today was how to disrupt your nonprofit's daily activities. So I'm going to give 5 quick tips on just how to disrupt the daily activities of a nonprofit, because really what we do is sometimes we just repeat the same steps and the same tasks and the same activities over and over and over again, and we might be making some progress, but it really may not be the progress that can potentially happen if you are thinking with fresh ideas and having diversity of thoughts. So I'm going to give you 5 quick tips right now. So first, you want to shake up your team. So you want to bring in different folks. You want to bring in, like I mentioned earlier, that diversity of thought. You want to get some new ideas, some fresh ideas. And so this is one way to disrupt your nonprofit's daily activities. And so with that, again, you're encouraging the diversity of thought, and you are bringing about new and fresh ideas. And so if you are a nonprofit founder and it's really, you're kind of just working solo or maybe just with a few volunteers, what you can do, and I'm going to use this suggestion from even a couple of the other tips, Facebook groups. I'm going to say it again, Facebook groups. There are so many groups in Facebook, especially when it comes to nonprofits. All you have to do is go in the search bar for Facebook, put in nonprofit, and there would be tons of hundreds, really hundreds of different Facebook groups. And I'll say join 2, maybe 3. And again, you'll get that diversity of thought because it'll be a different demographics in all 3. And you can pose ideas and get feedback. So you want to shake up your team, work with different folks. If you have volunteers, bring a different volunteer on board for a particular project. Again, shake up your group. The next one, brainstorming sessions. Before you start, again, so remember, this is disrupting your pattern. This is disrupting your daily activity, the things that you do over and over again. So sometimes when you have an event or when you have a task, you may just get to it. You may just start it off. Let's take a pause and let's have a brainstorming session. Let's think about how can we make this event better? How can we get more participants in this program? How can we get more volunteers? Take a pause and think that out from point A to point B. Think it out. Again, many times when we need volunteers, we'll just grab the same volunteers that we use all the time, or when we need, or we may post on social media. But let's look at some other ways. If you have local colleges in your area, how about connecting with those local colleges? If you have schools, school districts locally to you, ask about service hours. Let them know that you have plenty of opportunities for volunteers, and that you'll be more than happy to sign up on service hours. So think about some different things that you can do to disrupt your daily patterns. So next, number 3, I want to encourage you to experiment. So this goes back again to disrupting the daily activities. And so experiment and do something different. This is going to come in handy into play when you feel yourself saying, well, this is the way we've always done it, or if it's not broke, then why fix it? And yeah, that may work for some situations, not in the world of entrepreneurship and not in the world of nonprofits, because things are constantly changing. Things are really fresh, okay? There are systems that are involved that you can really stay on the cutting edge, or you can really stay in the know. And that's one of the ways that your nonprofit can appear to be very on top of things when they are staying afresh with what's happening, what's current, what's in. Experiment. So if you have that millennial volunteer that gives you a suggestion, I want to encourage you to go ahead and implement that. What's the worst that can happen? If it doesn't work out, you can go back to your previous strategy, but you at least want to try it. Try something new, try something different, experiment. And one of the things that you will be doing is you will be nurturing. Oh, I don't even know what word that was that I just said. You will be nurturing your support, your stakeholders, your volunteer base when you take their ideas and suggestions and implement them. Next, number 4, attend workshops and conferences. I can't say this enough, so I'm going to say it again. Attend workshops and conferences. It's very important, again, in the nonprofit world, even in the entrepreneurial world, to stay afresh and to stay anew with just learning. You always want to be a lifelong learner. You cannot be in this business, and you cannot have a business, or it will be challenging to have a business and you're not staying up to date with business practices. You're not staying up to date with how consumers think and what they go for and their needs. And in the world of nonprofits, you want to stay up to date with different mechanisms for collaboration, different mechanisms for being able to keep volunteers. There's a ton of things and a ton of different topics that you can learn at workshops and conferences. And so they're online. If you are unable to attend them in person, find them online. Nonprofit Ready is one organization that has a ton of different workshops. You go online, you sign up for an account, you pick your topic, and again, it's based on your time that you can go in and learn. And also with T.Veronique Consulting, we are also developing online courses. And so one of our online course that we have now is called Nonprofit SOS. And so this particular online course is very specific about helping nonprofit founders with strategic focus. Now, I'm going to duck walk a little bit. That's one of the areas with nonprofit founders, is because, again, in that chase for getting grants and getting monies, sometimes it can be hard to stay focused. And so I have developed an online course. It's called the Nonprofit SOS, helping you get funding ready. And one of the ways that you get funding ready is to stay focused. If you need to build your program, this will help you stay focused to build your program. If you have to build up all of the different necessary paperwork for grants, this is going to help you stay focused. And so you can go to my website at TamalaVeronique.com and you'll learn more about it. So attend workshops, do some online courses. Finally, 5, get feedback. There's so much work, so much happening. And again, moving in that automatic zone, being on autopilot, sometimes we can forget to stop, take a pause, and get feedback. So one of the best ways for you to do this as a nonprofit, call upon your stakeholders, call upon your community, your major donors, even your consumers, your participants. Call upon them. Get some fresh ideas and perspectives from them. Share with them about your programs. Share with them the impact. Share with them how you measure, how you evaluate. Get some feedback from them. Again, you are bringing in that diversity of thought. And imagine how that feels for a donor. So they like your cause, right? They're donating to you because they appreciate and they resonate with your cause. But imagine how that will feel for them. I can just speak for myself. How I feel as a donor when I am called upon to offer some feedback, to offer some perspective and some suggestions. Well, that's going to encourage me to want to give more. So seek some feedback. That is tip number 5 on how to disrupt your day-to-day, your daily activities as a nonprofit. So that's all I have for you, those 5 tips. But you can go to my website, again, TamalaVeronique.com. I have a bunch of other resources on there for you. I am looking to do this on Monday evenings, after I post a Monday morning hack. Every Monday, I'll post the Monday morning hack, and then we'll see how that looks like. And then I'll come that evening and share more about it. So we'll see how that works out. Leave comments for me. Let me know if you have any questions. as it relates to disrupting your day-to-day activities as a nonprofit, or if you have any questions for me in regard to nonprofits, in regard to being grant ready, or if you're on this and you're an entrepreneur and you have questions about building your value proposition or creating a pitch deck for yourself, go ahead and give me a call. You're already on social media here, so you're already, if you're not following me, please go ahead and follow me. I am going to upload this to Facebook and also YouTube. And so if this is on YouTube, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe for me. I appreciate it. And this is it. I have a couple of folks here. Are there any questions for me? I hope everyone can hear me. If you're joining late, this is like my third time doing this. I had issues with the sound, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed with this one that everyone can hear me. Wonderful. Okay, good advice. I love the feedback, information, and taking the course. Okay, so we're good. So thank you, everyone, for joining me for my first Instagram Live. Yay! Hey, again, as an entrepreneur, you just keep it moving and we'll get it done. And that's what we did this evening. So thank you, everyone. And we'll see you at the next Monday Hack.